Chapter 6 Project Account. Task 6.6, we need to create new account book using the copy master data as well. Okay, so for the create account book, you have to go to the file, manage account book. Okay, and then you have to create a new account book. The step is just similar with the chapter 3. So here you need to key in the new company name, which is you can refer to your book, chapter 6. Okay, and then the database name you just remain the same, chapter 6. Database folder also the same. And number 2, database server location, you choose the first one. And after that you click next. For the start date, fiscal year start date and actual data start date will be 1st of January. And currency ringgit Malaysia, GST you need to untick. And after that you click next. For this chapter, we are going to use accounting package and stock control package. So you need to tick both. And after that you just click next. And for the account code format, we just remain the system one. And the number 8, which is this one, you have to choose the last one, which is copy master data. So here you need to copy from the chapter 5 account book, which is in the remark we put chapter 4 because chapter 4 and 5 is the same account book. So you choose that, learning AutoCount 2, and then you just click finish one time. Okay, to create a new account book. Okay, then you will get the account book created successfully. Click OK, and you can actually close from here. Right, and currently if you check, you still log into the old account book. So we need to log out from here, which is log into new account book. Do you want to exit from current account book? You just click yes. And then you will go to the login page again, and you have to choose the last one, which is chapter 6, and you log in as usual, admin and admin. So after you log in, right, you will actually get this message. You just click OK, and the system option policy, click OK as well. So you already log in. For the next task 6.2 is to add the previous fiscal year. To add previous fiscal year, you have to go to Tools, Manage Fiscal Year. Okay, and then you have to add a previous fiscal year, which is this one. And the start date will be 1st of January 2019. And you can just click OK. And you may close for the managed fiscal year. The next task 6.3 is to enable the project module. So to enable the project module, you have to go to Tools and Program Control and Module Setting. So here you have to go to the project. So you have to enable the module of project, and after that you can just click OK. After you have then click OK, we move to the next task, which is task 6.4. To record the project maintenance, what you need to do is you need to go to General Maintenance, and then you need to go to the project maintenance, which is this one. So to key in the project maintenance, you have to create the following project code. So the first one is top level project code. So to create top level project code, you have to click on this one, and the code is P1, and the description is project 1. Okay, and after that you can just click OK. And the second new top level project is P2. Okay, and then the description is project 2. And after that you can just click OK. Alright, for project 2, we have another sub-project code under P2. So what you need to do is you highlight this P2 and you click on the new sub-project. So the new sub-project for P2 is SP2A, and then the description is sub-project 2A. And after that, another one still under P2, you click on the new sub-project. The code is SP2B, and the description is sub-project 2B. And after that, you can just click OK. So you will see that your project maintenance, you have P1 and P2. Under P2, you have the sub-project for SP2A and SP2B. So that's all for the task 6.4. The next task will be task 6.5, which is to project opening balance. So to key in the project opening balance, you have to go to DGL, and after that you have to go to the opening balance maintenance. Okay, so to key in the following opening balance by project, first you have to go to the project 1. You highlight the project 1, and after that you click on the edit detail opening balance. So here you need to key in the following opening balance for P1. So capital, credit side is 100,000. Okay, and then motor vehicles, debit side is 20,000, and CIMBKL, debit side is 75,000, and stock PS, okay, here, and the debit side is 5,000. So your debit and credit will be tally. After you key in, you can just click on save button. Okay, and then you close. For the project 2, which is under SP2A and then SP2B, you need to highlight SP2A first and edit the opening balance. So we key in the capital 60,000 on credit side, and then motor vehicles, debit side is 10,000. Okay, and then CIMBKL 47,000. Okay, under debit side, 47,000, and then stock balance sheet, which is under debit side, 3,000. So you will get tally for debit and credit. After that, you can just click save. And you close. We go to the next one, which is SP2B. Highlight this SP2B and you click on the edit opening balance. So the same one, credit, capital 80,000, motor vehicles, okay, here is 15,000, and then CIMBKL, okay, here is 53,000, and then stock PS is 12,000. So after you done key in both tally, you can just click on save button and close. So that's how you key in the project opening balance for task 6.5. Task 6.6 is project transaction. So for the first transaction that we are going to record is AP invoice entry. So we go to our AP invoice and create new. The first invoice that we're going to create under project transaction is for the supplier A. Okay, and then the journal type is purchase. The supplier invoice number is 123456. Okay, and then the invoice number is follow the generated invoice number. Okay, and after that, the date is on the 8th January, and then the purchase account, click on the plus sign. Okay, click on the plus sign here or right click to add the line. So the purchase account is 610. The description is purchases, and for the project number you choose P1 and the amount is 5,000. Okay, so the description here you can put for purchases as well. Okay, and we have the second invoice to key in, so we just click on the proceed new AP invoice and click on the save button. The second invoice is for supplier B. The supplier invoice number is 222 and another 3 more 2. The date is on the 8th January. Okay, and then add the column for purchases 610 for the project number SP2A, and the amount is 3,000, and then save. The last one for AP invoice is supplier C. The supplier invoice number is 333. Okay, there's a 63 there, and then the date is on 8th January, and click plus sign to add on the column for 610, and for the project number SP2B, and the amount is 4,000. Okay, so before we click save, we untick the proceed new AP invoice because after this there's no more invoice that we need to key in, and we click on the save button. The next transaction is AP credit note. Okay, so we go to the AP credit note here and create new. The creditor is supplier A. The journal type is purchase, the end type is return. Okay, the description here, goods return. Okay, and then the reason you can repeat the same as description, so which is goods return, and yeah, I can just copy and paste. And the date is on the 10th of January. Okay, supplier CN number and credit account is 612. Okay, description purchases return for project number P1, and the amount is 200. So which invoice that we need to knock off this credit note? We need to knock off the invoice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, this one. So we tick, and then we can just click on the save button to save. The next entry will be AP payment, so we go to the AP payment. Okay, and then we need to choose the creditor, which is supplier B. Project number here you choose SP2A. The description is payment on account. Okay, and then the date is on the 10th January. Payment method here is CMBKL. Check number is 333005. Amount is 1,000. So for this payment, we need to knock off the invoice 22222. Okay, this one. So we just tick and we click on the save button. Okay, and the next one will be AR. If just now we do AP, now we are doing for AR. So we key in AR invoice entry. Okay, the first AR invoice is for the customer 1. Okay, and then the date is 8 January. And we add the sales account, which is 500 sales. Okay, and the project number is for P1. Amount is 15,000. So since we have another this one, we can put description sales. Since we have another invoice to key in, we can just tick proceed new AR invoice and click on the save button. So the second invoice is for the customer 2. Okay, and then the date is on the 8 January also. The sales account 500. Okay, and the project number is for the SP2A. Amount is 12,000. And the last one is for the customer 3. Okay, I put in the date 8 January. Sales account the same, 500. Project number is SP2B. Amount is 9,000. Okay, so before we click on save, we untick proceed new ARV invoice because we don't have any invoice to key in, and we can just click on the save. The next entry will be AR credit note. Okay, so we click left side to key in AR credit note, and the debtor here is customer 2, journal type sales CN type return, and then the date is on the 10th of January. Okay, after that the description is for the goods return, so you key in goods return. So here you can copy the same for the reason. Okay, and then for the debit account is 510 sales return. Okay, and then the project number is SP2A. Amount is 150. So for this credit note, you need to knock off invoice. Okay, invoice number 2. So you just tick, and then you can just click on the save button. Okay, the next one will be AR receive payment. So we record AR payment. We receive a payment from customer 1. So for the project number P1. So the description here is payment on account. Right, and then the date is on the 10th of January. And the payment method is by CIMBKL. Check number RHP 23456, and the payment amount is 3,000. So when we receive a payment from this customer, we are going to knock off the invoice 1 for the particular customer. So we tick, and the outstanding will less by 3,000. So after that, we can just click on the save. The second last entry is the new receipt voucher. So you have to go to the cash book entry. Okay, and then you have to go to the new receipt voucher. So here we receive from cash customer. The description is cash sales, and the date is on the 10th of January. So the payment method is by cash. So the account number is actually 501,000. Okay, for cash sales, and the project number is for the SP2B, and the amount is 4,000. You can click on the save button. Okay, and the last task for the and the last entry for task 6.6 is cash book entry, new payment voucher. So you go to the cash book entry and now you go to the payment voucher. Okay, then here you pay to the staff. Okay, and the description is salary January. Okay, and the date is on the 10th of January. Payment method is by CMBKL. So this is the check number. Okay, and the account is the 904 for salary for the project P1. Amount is 4,000. The second line is for the salary as well, but for the project number SP2A, amount is 3,000, and the last one will be 904. Okay, and then project number is SP2B, amount is 2,000. Okay, so after we done this, we can just click on the save button to save the payment voucher. Okay, so that's all for the task 6.6. For the task 6.7 is to key in the closing stock value for January. So to key in closing stock value, you have to go to GL and then you have to go to stock value maintenance. So here we need to key in the closing stock value for January. So this is the January column. For the P1 is 6,000, and for the SP2A is 4,000, and for SP2B is 13,000. So after you have keyed in the closing stock for all these three projects, you can just click on the save button to save your stock value maintenance. Okay, so when you close from that, the next task is task 6.8, which is project report. So when you go to the project report, you can actually go, for example, GL and profit and loss statement. So in each profit and loss statement, you can actually choose your project number here. So you can select to view your profit and loss statement for project number 1 or project number 2. Okay, so this one is for your own preference. It same goes to balance sheet. When I go to balance sheet, I can actually choose the project, whether I want to view my project 1 or project 2. Okay, so that is for the task 6.8, the report. Okay, the last one before we finish our chapter 6 is to back up our chapter. So to back up our chapter, we go to tools and then we go to backup. So backup file name here we replace with backup task 6.9. Okay, and then we are going to save in the same folder, so I just click backup to. Okay, so after you're done, you can just click OK, and then you can close from backup. And that's all for chapter 6.